today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, I am selling all my Bitcoin today. I actually sold most of them already. And this is something I thought I will never say. This is something I thought I will never do. But nevertheless, when you hear me out, when you watch this video until the very end, you will understand why I'm doing that, and you will probably, hopefully, forgive me for doing so. There are some indications in the charts. And guys, you know, like, my reputation is at stake. I wouldn't say so if I wouldn't be blatantly, like, if I wouldn't be serious about that. And I found something in the charts, which is right now, and I want to go into it, pointing towards price levels way below 20,000 US dollars. Let me talk about that. And before I'm talking about that, maybe you are opening your phone and look at the date you see there. It is the 1st of April. I am, of course, joking with you. It's an April Fool's. I will never sell my Bitcoin, and I want to make this the topic of today's video because there are crazy, don't drop out, guys. I have some important things to share with you. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably, in my opinion, not going below 20K. So bear here with me, guys. Why am I never ever selling my Bitcoin? And please let me know down below if I got you here. I have some crazy news. It is about Elon Musk. It is about big companies like Amazon. So stick here with me until the very end. But like the video if you appreciate this little shock, if I maybe got you. If not, also let me know down below. But of course, I wanted to talk about the topic, and here you can see me in the background, why I personally think that the yearly candle for Bitcoin is gonna be as big as the Burj Khalifa, and it's gonna be green. And I wanna talk about that. So why am I never selling my Bitcoin? I just had a speech here recently, and I would love to show you some footage. Maybe I will cut that in, but maybe I will just post it over on Instagram at MMCrypto. I had a speech over at a conference here in Dubai, and it was like hundreds of lovely people there, and they were really celebrating what I was saying over there. So the reason why I'm personally not selling any Bitcoin, even though, well, we just had a crazy 600% increase, why am I personally still expecting higher price targets? Think about the following. First of all, maybe you remember, if you are following me for quite some time here, in April 2020, I was posting the following. Let me quickly open Twitter. I was posting actually at 7,000 US dollars that I am personally predicting that this was the bottom for Bitcoin, and that we are going to see a very crazy run towards the upside. Let me show you this. This is the tweet over there on the 20th of April 2020. And I said, wow, this textbook bump and run reversal bottom is going to repeat for Bitcoin. And this was at 7,000 US dollars. Let me show you this. And as you can see, exactly afterwards, we broke towards the upside. Now I am still predicting that we are going to see higher price targets, that Bitcoin is going to go higher. And why am I doing that? Maybe some people are laughing at me right now, but if you go back to the video, also on YouTube, I published 1 year ago, people were laughing at me in the comments as well. And it's most of the time the case that the people are laughing at the early adopters, at the misfits, but certainly you as the Bitcoin holders right now, you are the people laughing at those people who laughed at us 1 year ago. And well, let me come to the point. Think about that. Quickly after, like, probably a few weeks after I posted this extremely bullish tweet and extremely bullish video on YouTube where people were laughing at me, Michael Saylor himself, he started buying Bitcoin at 9,400 US dollars, accumulating Bitcoin actually as no one else. He bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And then MicroStrategy followed him at 11,000 the first time, of course, based upon his initial decision, but they have a board and everything, so everyone agreed, and they jumped in as well. Now think about that. Bitcoin was basically at 9,400. I was way bullish with our community, probably some of you guys. I was way smaller back then. We were bullish then. Then Michael Saylor turned bullish at 9,000. Michael Saylor himself and Elon Musk, they were able to push the Bitcoin price from 9,000 to 60,000. We are talking here about basically PayPal, Elon Musk and Michael Saylor, which were able to 6 times the Bitcoin price from 10 to 60,000. But now, ladies and gentlemen, think about that. This is a tiny piece. 1% is maximum. 1% of the world is invested in Bitcoin. 99% are short. And we have 7,000 billion-dollar entities, 4,000 billionaires. We have 40 million millionaires. And usually everything, and this is what I said at the, on stage here in Dubai just a few days ago, everything has an order book. Even this desk here has an order book. There is demand, supply, and the demand and supply are elastic. The price is a function from the elastic demand and supply. This is the case for every single thing in the world, whether it's physical, digital, or whatever. However, there is one exception. This exception is called Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, you have also demand, supply, and the price, which is a function of the demand and the supply. But the demand being elastic, but the supply, for the first time in the history of mankind, is fixed. The supply is absolutely fixed for Bitcoin. So the only point of regulation here, if you consider the demand being elastic, of course increasing in a bull market, and the supply being fixed, the only point of regulation here is the price. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, when the demand for tables, for desks increases? The supply increases because we are in a capitalistic system. So entrepreneurs will come out and they will produce more tables and saturate the market once again. So there is not an excess of demand. And this is the same for everything, the thing, whether it's watches, cars, real estate, even land. You can make in Dubai, beautiful country, I love it. They are making more land by just creating new artificial islands. So the the supply is usually always inflatable. For Bitcoin, it is not, and that's the first time in the history. So if you are aware of that mechanism, if you are actually buying Bitcoin to escape the flawed monetary system, to escape fiat, you are basically selling Bitcoin, selling US dollars, selling euro. So basically, I don't want to say it. And then when Bitcoin increases, should you sell Bitcoin to get more of the Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. We escaped this fiat currency system in the very first place. And we are aware of Bitcoin having network effects, the demand actually increasing over time, and the supply cannot catch up with that. So inevitably, the price has to increase to satisfy the demand. And this is something we have to keep in mind. And this is the freaking reason why I'm not selling any of my Bitcoin. Let me know what you think about that, by the way, guys. This is the reason why I'm not selling any of my Bitcoin. I am keeping the most amount of my Bitcoin portfolio in a long-term hodling portfolio. And the reason for that is that this fiat currency, whether it's shredded, like here, €500,000, 600,000 US dollars in cash, whether it's shredded or not, it is worthless regardless. And this is something you have to keep in mind, dear ladies and gentlemen. I am holding the vast majority of my portfolio in a long-term holding portfolio. A small fraction, of course, I am using. I started more than a year ago to document that even here on YouTube for trading, and we are insanely profitable with that. But this doesn't mean you should throw all of your eggs into the basket of trading. The biggest part should be in a hodling portfolio. Of course, if you want to be trading as me, I have here a trade open over on Bybit, of course, on Phemex and Bybit. Let me show you this quickly. This is my trade over on Phemex. It is right now $2.5 million in a profit, as you can see it right here. And I put in $9 million US dollars in this specific trade. But this is, I always make sure if Bitcoin goes against me, I'm holding the most on spot. I'm holding the most in the cold storage. And well, if Bitcoin goes to 30,000, if Bitcoin goes to $10,000 or below 20,000, as I initially mentioned, I still hold the same amount of Bitcoin. No one can guarantee you that for fiat. Fiat decreases in value over time. Sometimes you have some spikes, but no one can ever guarantee you a percentage cut of the total supply you are holding in US dollars. And that's what it's about, guys. Everything else is an illusion. If you also want to be trading Bitcoin, like I'm doing it on Bybit and Phemex, I have a $700 US bonus down below, Bybit, Phemex, 2DEX. If you click these links after your initial deposit, you get $700 for free, and you can trade with that free bonus. Maximize your Bitcoin, pull it over into your hodling portfolio. Don't throw all in on one basket. I'm personally just trading with a few percent of my total portfolio. And of course, it's your own choice to decide what you are going to do. But this was certainly an important video. This was certainly a video which goes to my heart and which I just thought it was overdue. I had to share this video with you for a very long time. And now I finally did that with a very interesting opener. I think the 1st of April was a good one for that. And also, guys, in the last few days, The views were declining. I checked the analytics, and YouTube is not suggesting these videos to new people so much. So if you could support me, this is called a shadow ban, maybe a very light version of his shadow ban, because I still got like 90,000 views yesterday. Was a video which deserved much more views. Make sure you check it out if you didn't see it. It was about a very explosive pattern. But if you want to support me with that, please go down, smash up the like button, comment the video, share the video on social media, and you can make sure that YouTube understands, man, these YouTubers cannot be silenced. We have to get the algorithm rolling again, guys. Thank you so much for your support. And with that being said, we will see you very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys, as always. Bye-bye.